wire wrapping some purple blue labradorite, and I'll show you the difference. So welcome in. We're going to do a wire wrapping, and this is probably not easy, but right in the middle for learning. So we're going to be wire wrapping a blue purple cabochon. That's labradorite. I'll get it out in a minute. Sorry about that. And I will show you what the difference is right now. So we're going to flip the camera and welcome in. All right, so these labradorites here are the blue flash green. If you can tell, you can see that blue so well. It's just gorgeous. Okay, and then we're going to look at these that I just got in from India. These are the purple blue flash from India, and they're gorgeous. So we're going to be wire wrapping one, possibly ring and necklace. I'm getting this out of the package right now to show you the difference in the blue purple and the green, and there really is a difference. When it lays flat, it's hard to tell. Sorry about the camera wobbling back and forth, but it is just beautiful. See that? Where the gold and the purple line come through it and the blue? It's just gorgeous. These are from India, as most of my stones are. These are real stones, and then they are polished and cut to a glass look. So how's everybody doing tonight? Welcome in, everyone. I'm pretty sure I'm live. I'm just a few minutes past my time that I said I was going live. And we're going to look also, this is the purple blue from India, which is gorgeous. And then we're going to look at a couple of other purple blue ones that I got from India that are gorgeous. Hopefully everyone will be showing up soon. Since I got fairly sick over the past Saturday, I actually had really severe chest pains. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. So I am Lydia, and this is Organic Silver Moon Designs. This is my mixed media YouTube channel that I use for getting my info out and my craft and teaching other people. So this is also, believe it or not, it's supposed to be, it was a gift from them, so it's a gold gray labradorite, and it's from India. Really pretty. And you can see the difference in the two labradorites. It's hard to show you this one for the shine. Welcome in, Spider Sammy. Love Taco. I love your name. Oh my goodness. That's not you, is it, Zena? I have a friend that has a dog. Well, his name's not Taco, but anyway. So this is the blue, and that's what I wanted to really make you guys realize. It's a blue-purple. As you can see that right through that stone, that's what made this kind of expensive compared to most labradorites. It actually cost me more for this one than it did any of the other ones that I have. It is a real stone from the earth. It's not glass. It is a beautiful purple labradorite with gold, blue, and green in it. And this is from India. So the reason I was showing you the difference, this one actually has a really big blue flash on it. So it's really pretty. These are the blue and gold flash, and this is the purple one. It just must not be hitting the light right for you guys to see it unless I pick it up. So I pick it up so you can also see that line through it. It's just a gorgeous stone, front and back. Beautiful. All right, so we're probably going to be, I'm thinking about wire wrapping a ring tonight, doing a gemstone ring. This is a gemstone they gave me for free from India. I was shocked at how little I got for the amount I paid, but they are more expensive, these stones. Here's another blue one, the blue purple. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Don't forget to thumb up the live, folks, while you're in here. I really need that. That would be great. And I got sick last week, so I wasn't able to do the live that I wanted to because I was scared. I almost had a heart attack. And no, I didn't go to the doctor, but I had my nitro in my pocket, and I haven't had a heart attack since I was 27. I'm in my 60s now. But we're here to wrap stones. But I thought people that didn't know or wanted to know, because they don't read my community tab, some people, so they don't know what's going on. So this is a purple blue Labradorite. It's just gorgeous. I'm telling you, these are beautiful. Trying to make it so you guys can really see that. Isn't that gorgeous? This is a purple blue Labradorite. And the way you know the difference is when you look at this one and you see that blue like that. That is not purple, that's blue and gold. This one has the purple flash in it. And there is a big difference in them. So these are actually more valuable Labradorite with the purple in them. I hope everybody's into Labradorites. They're gorgeous. I am. Hey guys, don't forget to thumb up the live and like it for me. It really helps. Looks like I have 21 people in here and only one person has spoken up, and there are no thumbs up. Okay, so let's get to working. We're going to work on making a ring to begin with. A very simple ring, nothing fancy, folks. Nothing fancy at all. Just a simple ring with a beautiful gemstone. And I'm going to try to adjust my camera so that I can get my hands in here. Hey, Adina Johnson 3505, welcome in. Thank you for the thumbs up, folks. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to try to be careful. Oh, I'm going to let you guys hear this. You hear that? That is this. This is a stainless steel, because I usually use it to hand hammer my metal rings and stuff. But I think tonight we're going to use this one, which is actually plastic, and it has a groove in the back. Normally I do round gemstones on this. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for thumbing up the live. Thank you for all the support. You guys are awesome. I see 11 and I see 3 thumbs up. So hopefully we'll have more before the night's over. So I'm actually going to try to do 2 rings. I'm going to put my blue in here because I'm probably going to premiere those on another night. That's 2 of those blues. And this one free gold blue. Well, those are purple. Sorry, I didn't mean to call them blue. These are the purple Labradorite, but this one looks more like gold to me, and they had given it as a little gift because I spent so much on those others. And we're going to wrap this one, too, into a ring. So, give me just a second here while I grab up some wire. I don't want that. Normally I always use Parawire, folks, just so you know. They don't support me or anything. It's just what I do. Thanks so much, Cherry. I really appreciate that. That's a cool name, Cherry Shortcake. Very cute. All right, so going to get these pliers, and these are for straightening the wire out. And let me tell you, if you do it a lot, it will actually harden the wire. So just be aware of that if you want your wire softer. But we do want it to harden up some because we're going to make it into a ring. All right. Very simple. And that is about, usually measure it off this tile. It's a little bit under a foot of wire. And I'm hoping that's going to work. Wow. Sorry if my arms get in the way and stuff. I'm working around my camera. I have it on a different stand tonight because normally my camera's on this stand. And it's not tonight because it's acting up and I need to either fix it or replace it. I'm not sure which. So we're wrapping cabochons tonight, but we're making a ring. And we're going to start with this stone, which should be interesting. And we're going to use this mandrel. I'm just going to take it right in the center here. Hold it with my finger. Try to see through my camera and this at the same time. And then you're going to just bend it over just like that, like a butterfly almost. All right. Then I'm going to pull that off of there. I'm going to take my hands and bend this up on each side and over again. I got to pull this back to me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to put it back on the ring mandrel like this. I sort of like those hoops. What do you guys think? Go around again. And then we're going to come back up here. And hopefully I'm going to get these two wires to grab the cabochon that's in my hand holding this. In fact, I'm going to turn it over. Whoops. I knew that was going to happen. I knew I was going to drop it. I'm just going to hold it right there. Sorry, my fingers are in the way. It's almost impossible for them not to be in the way to do this. And it just does not want to stay there. Hold on. Give me a second here. Give me 1 second here, folks. I apologize. I'm taking this and bending it over, and I'm going to put it through this loop here. It's really hard to hold this stone. It should not be that hard, but I am having a hard time. All right. Come on now. Let me try something else. I am just not having good luck with that. Maybe it's the stone. Maybe it's the wire I'm using. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to cut this. This is half round that I'm going to use. Silver half round. And this is parawire too, by the way, folks. Sorry, I'm working out of the camera. I know I shouldn't, but I needed to get this where I needed it to. Okay. Just going to cut it right there, like that. I'm going to take the ring mandrel again, if I can get it out of my mouth. I'm going to go around this side once and hold it. Sorry for hitting the camera. And go around this side once. And I'm hoping to get this stone to slide in between here is what I want to do. Sounds like I got some loud neighbors for some reason. Sorry, I'm trying to wrap this around for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. It does not want to stay in there. And it should. This is not that hard of a wrap, but it is for me tonight for some reason. 1 second here. I am pulling down on this wire here to hold this in place. Like I said, it doesn't want to do what I want it to do. And it should not be that hard to wrap it without a setting. Whoops. Hold on, I am so sorry, guys. Just one of those nights. I guess if I was going to do it, I probably should have done it off camera first and then done it on. Let's see if I can get this to go through here. In fact, I got a better idea. I'll have to straighten it out, though. So we're going to straighten it back out, the square round half wire. How's everybody doing tonight as I struggle to get this ring on this wire? Okay, so what I'm going to do, since it's giving me such a hard time, I'm going to hand wrap this little cabochon, I hope, before I put it on the mandrel. Just all with my fingers and hands, or am I twisting this around this? Oops. It's really slippery, this little gemstone. It does not want to stay in there for me. Lord. I never had this much trouble before, but... And this is half round, by the way, folks. Wow. And I'm going to try to get it in here. Bring it back around this way. Pray that it hooks. Yeah. And through here. Just using my hands to twist that wire back around so it doesn't get hung in a hoop. Wow. I am not having a good night, folks. This thing is just sliding out. It does not like me. Hang on. I'm going to try to re-tighten this around this stone. It's really, I never thought it would be that hard to get it on this small cabochon. But it doesn't seem to be wanting to work. And I never have this problem. So let me try a different stone. And leave that for another night. Okay. So let's try something that I know I can do without a lot of issues. Thank you for everybody being in here. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Sorry for the, as I call it, square wire technical issues. I'm just twisting this around here, like so. Bring it back this way, and I'm pulling that down. I'm going to take this piece. Normally I would use pliers to twist this, but I did it with my hand for a reason. A square wire sometimes really acts up, half wire, and it will get you. You trust me, it'll get you. If it doesn't get your finger, it'll get something. So we're just smashing it down with these nylon jaws pliers. I'm going to straighten that back out some, and then I will put it back on the mandrel to wire wrap it. So this, I went back to a Laborite, my love stone, and this is one of the blue, green, and gold Laborites. I'm trying to get that to, let me see if I can get it to do it on here once I bring it around, folks. Sorry about this. I've never had this much trouble to get one wrapped this way. I've done many, many rings. This is the first one I had this much trouble with getting the stone to stay on. Okay. Maybe it's the square wire. I'm not sure. Wow. I can just get that to tighten down on there. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting some pressure on it to tighten it down. And bring it back over like this. Sorry for the noise. Can't help it. Wow. Like I said, never had it so hard to get a piece of square wire on. And I'm going to use, where are my needle nose pliers? I need those to work on this, if I can find them. It's not my night, huh? I thought those were my needle nose, but they're not. All right, these will work. The flat nose will work. Okay, so we're just going to press that down right there like that. I'm going to take one of these wires and just twist it. And I'm going to do the same thing here on the, if I can get a hold of that, these two middle wires here. I'm going to twist that. And I'll tell you why in just a second why we're doing this if you don't already know. It's only going to let me do one at a time. It's just giving me a hard time. Wow. Okay. All right. It will be pretty. It's just, it's giving me a hard time. What can I say? I'm going to twist this. Trying to hold this as I twist it. It will be a pretty ring, I promise you. It's just getting this wire to settle on it. Wow. You want this to run under here, like so. Everybody see that? And then you'll just pull this back up here. We're going to pull that back over, like that. And that's how you lock it in on the ring. We're just going to smash that down, or smush it. Not smash it, but smush it. All right. Then I'm going to take these wires, because I want them to tighten up. And I want to size this down. Give that kind of a hoop there. So there we go. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right. But it definitely was hard doing this square wire. We're just going to kind of squish that down where we did the little swervies. Because this is going to be really big. So we definitely want to tighten this down. And I'm going to do it right on my finger to show you what I'm doing. Try not to grab my finger. We're just going to turn it like so. And it'll have like a swirl in the back and a hoop. Then we're going to come back here and do it again. Normally you would do this on the mandrel, but this wire seems to really not like that mandrel for some reason. So we're going to slide it and turn it that way. And usually I have a ring thing up here too, which I don't have up here tonight. I do own one, folks, just so you know. So I actually cut rings and stuff to go in it. That's why I was frustrated with this. I thought it was going to be an easy go, and it decided to give me a hard time. So we're just pressing that up there. I'm going to do a couple more swirls in here, and I'm going to drop it back on the mandrel. And we've sized it down to about a 7.5 now. All right. There we go. I need this to pull down on here, so we're going to bring this down like that. And then we're going to turn it in like that to the inside. Wow. Trying to get that stone to catch is in this square wire. It does not like this square wire. Look, not at all. See there? That is not a success at all. Oh. Wow. Sorry about that. Sorry about the camera bouncing around. I do know how to wire wrap. This is crazy that it would not take that wrap. Oh my goodness. Let's see. That's too small, see? Wow. And I'm just pressing this down as tight as I can, hoping that this stone will fit this. But that other stone was not going to work at all. And I actually would like to rewrap this whole stone. So that's what I'm going to do. I am not pleased with this at all. But that's okay. It only gets better, right? Alrighty. So let's get some copper wire going here and try a copper wire with the other. So that wasn't too bad. The Laborite doesn't look too bad in there. It wasn't the Laborite I wanted in there. But other than that, not too bad. So we're going to take quite a bit. We're going to take about an arm's length of copper. And I'm going to cut that to make us a blue. Well, it's not a sapphire, but it is a blue gemstone, and I'll tell you guys later what it is when I remember. I'm here tonight. Let's just put it that way. I am here. So we're going to run this amount of wire through here, and I'm going to show you how to make a simple, very simple ring, since my brain doesn't seem to be catching on to the other. Let me just wrap this around like this and come around this way around the stone. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come back here with this one and stop right there. Sorry, I was out of the camera. I'm going to hold this wire down, and you bring it up and wrap it around. It should drop right over the stone. Should is the word. There we go. There we go. That's what we want. And then we're going to come back from this side and go around this way, the copper wire around the bead. And the same on this side to pull it around. All right. Hey, Mineral Raccoon, how are you doing? I just had my Labradorite fly out. It did not like that square wire tonight. So there you go. What can I say? All right. Bring that back around this way. Don't forget to thumb up the live, everybody. I really appreciate it. Sorry I'm having such a hard time tonight. It's probably because I'm not batting on all 4 cylinders tonight. But I'm here. And we're going to pull this off. And I'm going to take this in my finger, the bead and the wire, and we're going to just run it like that. And put this back through here. We're going to loop it back through the ring. I'm working to the side of my camera, everybody. I'm not directly looking through the camera as I'm trying to do this. Wow. We'll just keep this going. And we'll just loop this around. Pull it up just like you're doing a stitch in clothing, folks. Because that is what you're doing. But you're doing it with wire. And it's too hard for me to do it this way. If I leave it on the mandrel, I'll put it back on the mandrel to size it down. Just going to pull that around so it doesn't bend too much. Sort of like that. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side with this other piece of wire, because we want it to hold the back part of the ring. This wire is not that soft to work with, but it will work. And we're just going to keep weaving this, just like we're weaving a coat or a stitch in a hem. You're just doing it with wire instead. And now I got to get the pliers. I'm just going to pull that down until it's nice and snug. Like that. Smush that there. I'm going to bring this back to here. I may have to push it with my hands. I am having to push it with my hands. My hands get a workout from doing this. It's getting there. You'll see the difference when I get it completely weaved through. It just takes a minute. Rings are not that easy. People think they are, but they're not. We're just going to keep weaving this wire, trying to keep my hands out of the way so you guys can see too. It's getting a little stiff here, the copper wire, but I can still work with it. I'm just going to keep pulling it over, pushing that through. There we go. Just pull that down that way and then pull it back through. Again with the round nose pliers. As it gets harder and harder because it's work hardening as I move it. So it's not going to stay soft. But my hands are tough from doing it. Sorry about that. Let's get this back on the ring mandrel to kind of round it back up, so it's not completely out of shape. And you never, on these plastic mandrels, folks, never use a hammer, a chase hammer or anything. You can use a soft mallet, which I don't know where mine is, and tap it, but you cannot use a stainless steel mallet on this. You will break your ring mandrel if it's one of these plastic ones, but they're great for doing what they do. And I'm going to go around here again. That's why this wire is long, to cause the illusion of this having hoops. Almost, I can't even think of the name of it right now, folks. But anyway, it's going to almost look like a fisheye, but it'll be pretty, Egyptian fisheye. And as soon as I get it to where I want it, I will start to wrap the other side. Whoops, sorry about that. There we go. And then we're going to wrap the other side. And I have to pull it back off the mandrel. And I will size this down because it's really way too big unless you're a giant. All right, then we're just pulling that up there like that, just like we're doing a stitch. I don't have my ring holder here tonight, so this is a lot harder to do by hand than when you use a ring holder. I know you guys have seen them before. They look like they look like a giant clothespin. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Minnow, for stopping in. I really appreciate it. I'm just doing my best. I thought I was going to get the Laborite done, and it slid right out of that square wire, so I've got to come up with a different design for it to work as a ring. And I have done rings in Laborite. Usually I do them in sterling filled and then silver. I know you guys might think, well, how can it be sterling if it's filled? It is. It's filled with sterling, and the outside is silver. It's a harder silver than sterling is. Okay, and we're just going to pull these two together here like this and push that up so we can get sort of a like a weaving loop there. Hey, Will Hat, how are you tonight? Probably doing better than me, right? But I'm here. I'm here, folks. Like I told everybody to begin with earlier last Saturday, I almost had a heart attack. It's not a lie. I'm not trying to get attention. I'm just telling you I was too sick to come in. And I haven't had a heart attack since I was 27, and I'm in my 60s now. But other than that, I'm fine. You're not sure about that, Will Hat? About what? I'm going to see my doctor next week. Let's say I was really close to having one because I didn't know, and I thought, oh, I'm okay. And then I started freaking out. I knew I was on the verge of having a heart attack. So I took my nitro, and I'm okay. I'll be seeing my doctor next week, everybody. That's why I couldn't really tell anyone. No pity. No pity, Minnow. I'm not the type. I'm Scorpio. We rise from the ashes, remember? We are the phoenixes. All right, so we're just doing this. We're going to do a twist here to tighten up this ring so we can size it down, which is exactly what it's doing too. Once you put that wave in there in your ring, which you can do, and these make great rings for if you're at a market or something that you want to sell for $10 or $15, a ring that someone can afford, not my dinner rings that I actually do. This is the ticket. Now see, it's stuck on there. Oh my Lord. The metal gods are getting me for some reason tonight. All right, so we're gonna, this wire right here coming out where I weaved it, it needs to be snipped as close as possible because no one could wear this if it isn't. So we're gonna clip this right here. And normally you would have them to make sure they're on the outside so that someone doesn't get scratched or cut with the ring, because you don't want that. All right. And this is a big ring. I don't know who has a finger this size, but I like the look. I love this kind of look with the rings, with the swirls and everything. I think it's really pretty. It really is a gorgeous way to wrap it. You know better than that, Mental. You're fine, though. Thank you for being nice. I mean, I'm going to survive. Like, it's okay. The best thing I can do is just get back out here and do what I do, which is what I love. All right, so I don't think this looks too bad, guys, but I do think it's rather big for a woman. Fit the middle finger, maybe. Or the big finger, or the thumb finger. There you go. Thumb ring. So it's just a simple wire wrap. These are gemstones, but I can't think of the name of them. They are blue gemstone. Yeah, you're so nice, Mental. So, Mental, you missed out because this is a free Indian one they gave me, and the other one I was working on has gone to the floor, along with the marble that you had. So I have to crawl around here to find it. But here are two of them. And these were expensive. I only got 2 stones. They gave me this. I got 3 stones. I'm sorry, the other stone's on the floor. They gave me that little stone. But these are blue flash purple Labradorite. They're not the regular blue. They're purple. And that's why they cost so much. Yeah, I bet she will. No, actually, she won't. She's not the type, unless it's rolling around, she's going to play with it. Isn't that gorgeous? This is a purple flash, folks. And these are from India. All my stones I get from India mostly because I get a good deal. But I'll show you the difference, because this is the one with the big blue flash. See there? It's not purple, it is blue. Let's see if I can set it down here so you guys can really see it. Or I will try so you guys can see it. It was actually showing up better earlier. If I move it so you can see that flash. See there? Right there when I turned it. There you go. There you go. You should be able to see that. Can you guys see that? Okay, so the difference is, if you notice this one has a purple blue flash, and it's much more expensive. See that line going through it? That's made by the earth, and it's just gorgeous. These were mined in India. This is called a purple labradorite. I guess because of this and how it flashes in the back too. It's hard to show you guys, but it's real. You can see how they cut it on the saw, but you can't feel it because they polished it to glass. But I think they're gorgeous. And I'm going to have to wrap them, but it's going to be me wrapping them another day, not today. I can already see my day at live is not perfect, but you guys got to see some of my stones, and you got to see me wrap a simple bead. That's all I can do tonight, guys. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate being here. I hope we can make it an hours. But if we don't, we don't. Thanks, Mental. You're awesome. I'm glad to see everybody here. Thank you so much for being here. I just am not great, but I'm okay. But actually, I love this kind of wrap. I was trying to do it with the other stone here, guys, and it would not take to that square stone. And this is a gorgeous. I told you guys last week what it was, and I couldn't remember it, but I will. This is called pearl hematite. Yeah, normally I'm pretty okay, but it's just one of those nights because of what happened. I know Walk in the Rain was asking me how I was and did I go to the doctor? Not yet, and I don't usually post that stuff to my public stuff. So, but anyway, I did want to let you guys know that I hadn't just dropped off and got lazy. That wasn't it at all. But here we go again. Here is the purple. See how that line is? It was in the big one. This is a purple lab too. But this is the blue labradorite. And these are some of my favorite because the flash is so predominant and beautiful. And this is gorgeous too, don't get me wrong. If you hold it right, it really does. It looks like a storm, I think, with a flash of lightning through it, the dark lightning with the blue. But that is a purple. That is called a purple labradorite. That's why I said they were so much more expensive than my regular labradorites. And I was so disappointed because I didn't get a bunch of pieces this time. I got like three or four pieces for the price that I paid when I bought 30 before. But that's because they were regular blue and gold flash labradorite like these. See there? So we've got some beautiful wire wrapping coming up, folks. I am sorry I'm not great this night. Yeah, good evening to you too, Edward. I'm so glad to see you here. I see all my people here and they got their badges. If nothing else, that's one way I can reward you. So, yeah. So it's not going to be a long night, and I just wrapped one ring. The stone I wanted to wrap flew off, and I was using square wire, and it wasn't working for me tonight. Do you guys have a preference on what you'd like to see the next live when I'm doing a little better? I'm still kind of rocky, but I apologize. I'm not trying to get any sympathy or anything like that because I'm not the type. But I just wanted to let you know that I was here and that I care and that I wanted to make sure I got something out, if nothing else but this little dabby ring that I caught. These are rings when I go to a show or something. I make these rings and sell them for like anywhere from $8 to $15 a ring because they do carry real gemstones. And the way you size them down is what I did there. Now, normally I would make it the size, but I wanted you guys to see that what you do is you like bend an S in the ring to size it down. And not only does that work, but it also what? Gives it some style. And I think makes it prettier. You just twist it up there like that, and it's kind of a wave and a step. And you can do the same thing on the other side. We're going to grab it from back here because I'm getting ready to size this down quite a bit, and that's how you do it. And you can do this at shows too, size the rings down like this. So we want to get it to a 7. In order to get it to a 7, I really have to size it down. I'm not sure if I can get it under an 8. So I'm going to put my finger in here and use my finger like I would a mandrel, because I want to get this ring size down even smaller. There we go. So if you don't have a mandrel and you need to size your ring down, this is the way to do it, if you can get it off your hand afterwards. You guys are so awesome. I really appreciate being here. Okay, so now let's see if I got that 7. Well, how about a 7.5, 8? But that's how you do it. See how that looks? And it actually is really pretty on your hand. So if you have to size one of these down, that's how you do it. So I think it's pretty. And Edward's saying hi to everybody in here, so I really appreciate you guys being here. And we are going to get some of these wrapped next. It just, tonight, it's not going to happen. So you guys have been great. I know it wasn't much tonight, but I tried, and I'll be back. I'm looking to go live probably Friday, and by then I should feel a lot better. Is that my ring? This one? Yeah, for right now. It's a real gemstone. And it's just a wire twist ring that I put. The trick to it is if you're doing round rings or beads, you want to use a gemstone that's already drilled. This one was drilled so you can run the wire through it. Oh, you mean what? On this hand? This is my class ring, yes. So anyway, this has gotten sized down now. It says it's a 9, but that's because I really pushed it down. Truly, it's a 7.5, 8. And the way you do it is to cause those rings in it. Unless you use less wire. And you can do that too, but you won't get this effect, this 3D effect on the front of the ring with using that little bit of wire. And that should be pushed down there. I don't know why that slid up some, but it did. But it's to give that 3D effect. See there? Like there is a wrap you can do, and I cannot remember the name of it. Yeah, I hope so too, Will Hack, because it's been quite a rodeo, literally. But I wanted to at least come in tonight and show you some of my stones, and we did a simple wire wrap. Wasn't, anything hurrah, hurrah, but it'll get better. I just don't feel good tonight, and I'm still trying because I didn't want to not go live tonight and have you guys show up, and I say, oh, I can't come in tonight. But anytime you have a mandrel like this, it makes it much simpler, folks, to make a beaded ring on it. Because my other one, you guys weren't in here earlier when I did this. Listen up, put your eardrums down. This is stainless steel. This is what I use when I'm doing silver and hammer work. And it's hard to see, but the numbers and the lines are actually on here. This thing would make a weapon. I'm telling you, it's that heavy. Thank you so much, Edward. I can use all the prayers I can get. But I'm gonna get better. No worries. It just kind of, I don't know, it's sort of like someone knocking the wind out of you. So we are definitely going to be wrapping some cabochons and stuff. God forgive me for that. I haven't done a ring like that in years. But it's okay. It's it's beginner tutorial. That's a lesson I do usually with beginners. But you guys are awesome. I'm so glad you came in, and I really thank you for being here. I just didn't want to disappoint anyone and end up disappointing myself because I am very, I, I guess most artists are, and I think that Mental and even uh, Will Hat will join me in this in saying that we're perfectionists, and sometimes that's not a good thing because you can't always be a perfectionist. So from drawing to painting to what? Metalworking. And like I said, I wanted to do a whole lot more tonight. And again, I apologize. And I'll find out what the blue gemstones are and tell you next in the next couple of days. Thank you. Oh my God, you got it. Walk in the rain. It's a herringbone wrap. Lord. I told you I didn't feel good. I'm here, but I don't feel good. Yes, it is a herringbone wrap. Is exactly what it is. Yeah, so many times from us being in Vaughn's room too, because that's one of her favorites too, are the herringbone wraps. So yeah, that's what it is. You got it. You're right on point. So I'm glad to have everybody here. It's awesome. Like I said, guys, I did really get sick, and I came close to knocking on heaven's door like the song. But I'll be all right, and we're gonna do some more wire wrapping. Probably I'm gonna be back Friday, and I'm gonna try to get a couple videos up where I just relax because when I come live, I always like it's like you got to do this. You got to make sure you got something great for them. Unfortunately, it wasn't super great tonight, but we did a herringbone ring, and my other beautiful blue purple Labradorite import from India went flying. So it did not like the square wire at all. That was really something. Walk in the Rain, you're subscribed to my channel, aren't you? I think she is, or he is. I don't even know that, and that's something. Yeah. Just make sure everybody, if you're not subscribed, that you go ahead and subscribe and make sure you thumb up the video. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a great night. Mental and everyone, I love every one of you. And Edward and Walk in the Rain, you guys are all awesome. Yeah, I thought you were. There's something going on. I'm just telling everybody. I sent it to everyone. I don't have a messenger for you, Walk in the Rain. I do have it for Will Hat, and then I have other with Mental, but I sent it to everyone that I knew. It shows that yesterday and that they haven't fixed it yet. That people are not getting, some places are not getting to go live and it takes away your count. I still have all my subscribers. I have a screenshot of it where it was 585 and they dropped it to 580. All my new subscribers are still here. That is a glitch with the YouTube right now. Just telling everybody what it's doing. And it'll probably take 10 hours to upload less than an hour video because of that. Did you get a notification, Walk in the Rain, that I was live, or were you just swirling around and saw me live? I want to make sure everybody's getting notifications too. Yeah, and everybody's got their badges, so be proud. You are now the YouTube police, I guess, is what it is. Awesome. Awesome. You got a notification? Wow, great. I just don't know because all this mess, and will tell you he was having problems. Then there was another person that went live and they had problems. You wait and lurk. That's okay. It's all right to be a lurker. Um, as long as you thumb up the live, I don't care if you lurk. But anyway, you guys are great. Look, I know it wasn't much tonight, and like she got it for you. It's a herringbone wrap, folks. If you didn't know, that's what it is. So I'm going to do some others and probably shoot up some videos too. But I appreciate everybody being here, though. You guys are awesome. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, you too, Edward, because we're going to say goodnight, walk in the rain. Edward, Mental, Will Hat. I really appreciate all you guys being here. And everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe to Will Hat and everybody if you're not already. I think everybody in here is my subs, but it's great. You guys are a great support team, and I try to support you too. So anyway, I'm Organic Silver Moon Designs. I'm a jewelry and a canvas artist, and I am trying to get off the wobbly ship thing that I'm walking off right now because of what happened. So I just wanted to say night, and you are correct. That is a herringbone wrap. Not my best work. All right, night. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the thumbs up, and I appreciate you being here. It's really awesome. Does anybody have something they'd like to see that I could work on when I come in my next live with some of my cabochons that I have? Because I don't know, you must have missed it if you weren't here. Walk in the Rain. I showed the stones that are actually blue purple. They're called a purple labradorite. They're very different from the gold ones because they have this, they're purple, and see that line in them? These are purple labradorite, not blue. They're purple, and they were a lot more expensive than this beautiful blue labradorite that I have. All right, so let me see. I was trying to tell y'all what that stone is. Oh my goodness, you know I've had a rough time. It's, well, it's amethyst, guys. It stone's amethyst. All right, I thank everybody for being here. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Guys, if you don't get a chance, go and watch some of my other videos, and you really do need to watch them. If you fast forward through them, they take the time away from us. And for watch hours and stuff, we do not get watch hours when people watch our shorts. Isn't that something? You work yourself to death to put up a short or something, and you don't get, they don't give you it towards your hours. All right, Will Hat, you take it easy too. I will see you later. You're going to be live tonight, aren't you, Will Hat? I'm waiting for you to answer me if you haven't left already. Edward and stuff, if you guys didn't know, he does go live. I don't know what time zone you're on, but I'm on Eastern Standard, and I usually have to go in there at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning to see him. Okay, so, but 6:30 your time, not our time. Everybody that's in the US, we're like it'll be 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. But he has a great live, and he does some great art, great drawing. He's an amazing artist. Okay, so 1:30 Central Time for me would be probably 2:30. Because Central Time, I used to be on Central Time. Central Time is an hour's difference. I'm on Eastern Standard Time now. I used to be on Central. You guys have been great. I really appreciate coming in here. At least you got to see the new stones and see the difference in them. I don't know why, but that looks almost blue to me, but it is purple, and they charge more for a purple labradorite than a regular blue one. But they are imported from India, and I do intend on wrapping them with some nice wire like I started out that went flying. And then we're going to do some, I wanted to do these, guys, just before you all go. I wanted to do these, which are, these are blood red almost. I don't know how to explain the color to you, but they're garnet. I wanted to do these for Halloween. They're garnet chips, and they're gorgeous. You guys have been really great tonight. I thank you for being here. I apologize for not being in the best shape to do it. I thank Mental, I thank Will Hat, I thank Edward, I thank Walk in the Rain, and everybody else who might be lurking in the curtains, in between the curtains before the live show. I really appreciate all of you being here. I am so happy that I have such a great support team out here on YouTube. It means a lot. Oh, and just a couple quick things real quick. They said if you watch someone's videos where they told us to put them in a watch list, which I did, they said that if they watch the whole thing in one swoop, you don't get the hours. Isn't that something? They don't give them to you. So just keep posting your videos as they are. I'm going to stop putting them there for people to go find them because they're saying if they watch them all at once, they don't give you credit for it. I never heard of such thing. Anyway, I'm just talking away. Look, guys, come again. We're going to do some of this purple and blue labradorite. We're going to do some necklaces and some rings. And thank you, everybody. Have a great night. And bye for now. Thank you, Walk in the Rain. Peace and love. All right. Remember, you can do this too. All right. Good night, everybody. Organic Silver Moon Designs, Lydia, mixed media artist. Bye for now.